Hello Ghana, hello Africa, hello to the world. Most welcome to your authoritative platform. This is the page. This is why we do chit-chatting. We get those who matter when it comes to sports development. And today, I've been blessed to get lovely gentlemen in the house. Some time back, they came and they promised us something too good to be true. And so there were so many doubting Thomases here and there. But they've walked their talk. They've really proven that indeed they mean business. Yes, and so today they are here to tell us the tournament has taken place. They've done what they said they would do. They are coming to share with me the real experience after this beautiful edition. So if you can look at my table very well, I have this giant trophy, a trophy that's really, I wish they would leave it here for me to keep it in my studio, but they need to go with the trophy, but don't worry. So you can see flags here, you can see the connection. Is it sisterly love or brotherly love between Ghana and Nigeria? It's amazing. I wish they were twins, but when the mother was pregnant, one gave birth in Nigeria, then the other one ran and then came to give birth to Ghana. So that's it. But let me start off by introducing my guest here. We're talking about the G.O.A. On Afrika tournament, where the acronym is GOAT. Yes, GOAT. So greatest of all time, GOAT. And that's the way the tournament is about. So G.O.A. On Afrika tournament is a beautifully crafted tournament to give the youth of Africa, I'm not even talking about Ghana and Nigeria alone, youth of Africa, that platform to really go out there to prove to the world that indeed Africa is blessed with talent. And the next destination for football greatest should be from the African continent. So let me introduce my guest here. To my immediate left, I have this gentleman here with the draped in the Nigerian flag. Omo Nigeria know the chop last. Yeah, he did in the studio. Now tell me, what's your name?
My name is the Nigerian captain.
Wow, is it there? Is okay. Yeah. Capito. Once again, thank you very much for passing through my studio. Then you know, there are technical people who walk around and who can read games. They are not prophets in church, they will call them prophets. But on the field, they do some magic. By the time you say Jack, they will treat you. So I have a gentleman here. So you should tell us your name.
I'm Coach Felix also.
Okay, so Coach Felix is in the house and he masterminded a whole lot of things, man. How can you see somebody working around? I tell you that you can play this position very well. So I will deploy you. Go and do this one for me. Yeah, more than an AI teacher. Thank you very much for passing through the studio. And then this is the man, the engineer. I call him the engineer because he and his team really sat down, thought about this, planned it, did everything, and he's here. He's called Prince. He has plenty names, but I'll call him the Prince. I know why I'm doing the Prince, because he's a real good. Well, the young one doesn't want to grow. He's still the young good. So, Prince, please tell Ghanaians once again, in Africa, your full name and your role.
They don't call me a prince. I am Prince Nnaemaeka Lawrence Nwankwo from Obo, Imo State, Nigeria.
Okay.
And of course, I'm the founder, CEO of G.O.A. On Afrika Limited.
So, the G.O.A. On Afrika Limited, that's GOAL, and betted the G.O.A. On Afrika tournament. Good. Okay, so let me start from you, Prince. The reason I'm starting with you is that you were once here with your team to unveil this tournament. Tell us more about it, and people were, you've seen people coming to do this tournament here, it doesn't reach anywhere. And we don't even know whether it will happen. Tell us, where have we reached? What really has happened over the course of time since you came here?
Yeah, if you recall, I told you that I played football in UK where I'm resident. I have this thing about football from when I was young. My father used to say to me that when I was a goalie. So I ended up being a goalkeeper, probably the best amateur goalkeeper in the United Kingdom. Ready to semi-professional, but I was too old to, break through the professional level. And if you recall, I told you my wife is from Ghana, and we've been together for a very long time. And she said to me, why don't you, since you couldn't make it into professional level, I think one of the best things you can do is to pass it on to the generations coming over. And I thought that was a brilliant idea because it kind of resonates with, what my father told me, that Nnaemaeka, you should do that is permanent and salutary, that will enhance humanity and the family name in all respect, So this has been my principle of, activities. Because I like football, and football is the most beautiful game in the world, and I've seen how football has changed people's life, especially the young ones. And because of the issues we have back home, especially in Africa, I thought that one of the best ways to deal with these issues is football. And that is how it came about.
Oh. And so, coming here to announce this beautiful thing, telling us, and walking the talk, how has it been like? How was it? Difficult, easy, smooth path? Yeah, tell us, share with us.
It has been a very incredible journey as a vision and a dream. When I think about it, I reflect about the journey, and I'm still trying to put it together how it was, where it was birthed, and I think I would say, it's like a baby. I told you that also, that it's like a baby that was formed in UK. And when at the time I came here, I was searching for a home where it was probably going to be born, And it's not been an easy one. It started with, again, as I said, I like football. I looked for a way to deal with crime in the past 9 years in Africa. So I came up with this concept of kick against crime. Again, using football to engage the youth, to get them off, to give them the opportunity and the hope that there is something outside crime that they, can take them on top. If you look at what happens all over the world in professional football, So I came up with that concept, kick against crime, 9 years ago. And after all these years, I kept thinking, what next? How can I leverage on that idea and initiative? So that's how this GO.A came about.
Okay, so now there is a trophy here, meaning that the tournament has taken place. Now, sincerely, were you overwhelmed? Are you still surprised at the turnout, at the quality on display, and at the end of the day, the difficulty in selecting, or the easy way in selecting your players for the bigger task ahead?
Excuse me. Yeah, it's been an amazing job, amazing experience, an amazing journey. As I said to you, it's not easy having something grow from conception. And you are talking about Africa, where we have a lot of obstacles and different kinds of motives, and people not also believing in whatever dream that you have that is going to be possible, maybe because of the general social economic condition in our continent, So it wasn't easy trying to convince everybody or anybody that, well, this is the way forward, especially to get the young ones out of the street. Because I come to Ghana. I've been to Ghana quite a few times in the last 5-6 years, and of course I travel to Nigeria all the time, and I see that a lot of our youth are helpless, and that they need some kind of empowerment, and the easiest, most progressive thing you can give to them is football.
Yes.
And that is how, again, that's, what motivated me to put all I have to, into it.
Let me come to you, Coach. Coach Felix, when you heard of the concept and saying, okay, this is a thing between Ghana and Nigeria, we're going to do this, did you first believe it? Because I know you've been in the system for a while now, and you know the mindset of people and how people have turned people upside down and disappointed them here and there. How did you take the concept, and looking at what has happened now, how do you describe this concept?
Well, for me, as a coach of a team, a Premier League side in Nigeria, it was a kind of surprise, a research. We've been seeing people come around and say something like that, it never materializes, or maybe halfway, the thing gets messed up. So that because of the contingents, the people that came to see me, I sat down, I read their names, I read their mouth and the lips. I said, okay, let's see what we can get at the end of the day. And to be sincere, we never regretted partaking as a team and also as a nation. So we've been very true for us in Nigeria.
When you gathered your boys and then you spoke to them, I told them that there is a pathway to Europe. There is a pathway that can really bring their dreams to reality. Reading their facial expression, everything. Did they believe it?
Yeah, they do. These are the boys I've been with for a long time. I am the opportunity to be the head coach of Rangers under 19. So we get involved in a lot of scouting games where Europeans do come around to select players. But now it's a different ball game according to GO.A. So now we're taking players to go to the Europe and make them there. So which is easier for us, and we don't have any other choice than to believe what we say to them.
So how easy was it in terms of the players trying to catch your eye to be part of the final selection to really come out and then come and play this thing?
Well, generally, because we played in first in Nigeria, so I was one of the coordinators as well, and it was very easy stuff to select the best when it comes to the general, to get the best out of Nigeria. Nigeria is a very big country, and a lot of teams participated in the general in the selections, and then when we go to the finals, we have to employ a scout, a professional scout, who is going to do a different job with others, and at the end of the day, we come out with a convincing team that we say, everybody was given a fair chance to participate, and even yesterday's game in Ghana here, I make sure that every of the 60 players that came played all through the 10 minutes of play.
Great. Kabido, I also feel you are just itching to just sit in the plane and then go. How happy are you to be part of this particular tournament? And did you believe it in the first place? Because I have heard you guys, people have duped you, lied to your friends. Sometimes they even go and then they even regret and tell me, actually, don't come away, it will be easy. So tell me, when you heard it in the first place, do you believe that indeed one day I will get an opportunity to go to Europe?
Yes, I believe, and I'm so excited because yesterday game wasn't an easy for us, but I thank God for the win. I believe that for me going to UK to go and showcase my talent, I believe that God will help us.
Which position do you play?
Defensive midfield.
Yeah, defensive midfielder. So looking at yourself, which of the teams, let's say in England, do you see yourself?
Because I would like to play in Man City. And I believe that to work.
Man City?
Yeah, it will come to pass, I believe.
So now you are picturing yourself wearing the sea blue color already. Because the way you are sitting back, you just can't wait to just be at the ATR Stadium.
I believe.
Which of the players in the European leagues really inspire you, that you feel that indeed I'm the next big thing if my dreams will come true?
Tommy Cruz.
Hey, Tommy Cruz. Do you have the energy?
Yeah.
Hey, come on. That guy will be crazy. Really? Yeah. Now, share with me the excitement here in Ghana when you were playing the final game. How was it like? Tensed?
Yeah.
Really?
No, the game wasn't easy, but we made it. Yeah.
Even when we are playing Ludo in our home, people go and consult. They go through things, they play things, they do so many incantations. What did you do?
I didn't do anything. It's really good, sir.
Hey!
Yeah.
See, all the way from Niger. Yes. He came here to do the Ghana team. Wow. Okay, I'll come back to you to give me your final words, but let me go to Prince again. Prince, so in all this, how has the officials received this tournament? When I say officials, I'm looking at the bigger picture. The embassies to give you the green light to let this dream happen. That okay, indeed, you are going to select a team that will go. And how easy was it for them to believe it and say that okay, now that you are done, we'll now give you that visas and stuff, or come for us to sit down and start the processing for visa and other things. And share with us.
Yeah, actually, that's very, very important, you know. I happen to be a friend, or rather, an MP in UK happens to be a very good friend of mine. By name, Right Honorable Sam Tari, former, because obviously he didn't go back to the House. I campaigned for him. We became very good friends. And he has a lot of passion he's a young man too. He has a lot of passion for Africans and the youth. And he kept, over the period that I was campaigning for him, he kept saying, Nnaemaeka Prince, is there anything that we can do together, you know, to build bridges and stuff like that? Just come up with an idea. And of course, I mean, this obviously was my choice. And I put it, he invited me to the House of Parliament for afternoon tea, you know, that's England, to talk about it. So we talked about a number of things. And one of the things that attracted him was this idea of building bridges with sports and exchanging cultures, because this is what growth is all about also, you know. And he said, okay, I'm going to help you. And we talked about the challenges we may have with regards to visa. And he said, well, would you like me to, you know, take care of that for you through my office at the time, that he can easily, you know, talk to the Foreign Office. And then, well, you know, we can do the visa application through that. So I'm still believing in him, and I understand. I went to England in the period we had this tournament, and I spoke with him, and he said, yeah, I mean, everything that we talked about stays out as it is. In fact, he would have wanted to come for it, but he didn't have one time.
So that's the biggest hurdle. So that hurdle,
it is still big, yeah.
You will go across it. But sincerely, if you look at the depth, the quality that came from Ghana, Nigeria, displayed what they have. Will you say indeed this your tournament should have taken place some years back?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's just like every other idea. It just comes. It's just something that came. I didn't think, of course, I must actually tell you, I just had this idea of football and culture fused together. When I look at what happens in education, you know, school children, like in UK where I grew up, they go to France and Germany because of language. And so I thought, well, if you can do that with language, you can also do that with sports, which is one of the most popular profession in the world. And that's how it came about. And so I started talking about it with my wife, as I said, and my family and my children and you know, colleagues. So we started putting the ideas together. You know, I was speaking along the line. I was picking up ideas. In fact, the last time I came here, I also picked up an idea from you.
So we're still talking about the game on Africa tournament. It's a good tournament, and it's one of its kind, very, very unique. And currently, they are telling us the progress they've made so far. The tournament has ended. Team Nigeria emerged overall winner. But the beautiful aspect is that it is not the whole team Nigeria that is with. They've selected among them the quality to form the good team from Africa. So Ghana, Nigeria forming a good team. You know where they are going? They are going to England, UK specifically, tour that place, visit all the big clubs, play with their teams, and then at the end of the day, then something happens. That's why I'm going back to coach. Coach, you are sending your best out there. Feel that they are good enough to be snatched from you.
It's the prayer of every football coach or every father to see his son excel. I wouldn't wish that any one of them that travels with us will return back, you know, here. And seriously, so that by this year, by the end of this year, when we start in another gate, we pack another 60 players and go and, you know. So football is about business nowadays. a lot of lives should change through that process as well. So we believe I think this is the rightest way to go. It's so genuine, no bring this and bring that. Everything is going to be taken care of by growth and the goal also. Because one thing is having an opportunity. Another thing, I've been in the system for a very long time. Another thing is demanding something from the player. Like the person might be there, they're ready to go and bring 6 million, 7 million for visa and the flight tickets. They might not have it. The truth is that good players, most of the good players are from poor background. So with growth and with what we've done already, I think the sky is the limit to set their family away from poverty. You go there, do the right thing, you get scattered by you go. Over.
Tell me more.
But I must admit, the whole idea of making money was not my original intent.
Another one, it is an after it will come.
It was my main purpose, and I'm not kidding, was just about creating opportunities for the youth.
Yeah.
Nothing else. It was when I came to Africa, and they were saying, "Oh, football is, there's too much money in football."
Really?
And these opportunities came. But of course, we know that. I know that. But I have a different mentality. I guess the purpose for me was just to create opportunities for these young youth, and of course the people around it too. I mean, people who have helped to make this happen.
Great. So, Coach, before I come to captain for him to wrap it up for me, so the contingent that will be going, how many players are going for this first edition to have these trials and other things? Do you have the mixture that you've selected?
We're working on 16 players.
16 players.
Yes. Combination of Ghana and Nigeria. 16 players.
So
the scouts were there yesterday.
You scouted. You went about almost from the goalkeeping to the striker, the wingers. Everybody can justify
their inclusion. I wouldn't want to go there and maybe get disappointed with a player. I know in football there's always a bad day for players, but the bad day shouldn't be consistent. So if you're bad today, tomorrow you give me 80, 100, we're good. So and I believe everyone selected among the whole team that participated in the whole of Africa. The final 16 will give us something there.
So as you are speaking, a lot of people will be questioning. So this philanthropy thing you are doing, you've made it clear, okay, it's not necessarily about it, just to create pathways. When will you end it? You've done the first one, it has been successful. Isn't it enough? At least you've justified. Your father will be happy, your parents will be happy. That's all. When you said you're giving 16 boys, some of them first time they're going to travel. Others, when they go, it will be the turning point in their lives. So they will come and then, isn't it enough? Somebody will say, so when you do it, you want to stop. When are you stopping?
No, I care about the youth. So it's not just about one person. 16 is nothing. Come on, Nigeria is about 200 people. 200 million people. Ghana, same. We are going to expand. So it's not going to stop here. That's why it's Game On Africa. So we are hoping next year to include one or two other countries in the template. And we're not going to go to UK alone. I mean, there are other places to go to. I mean, for the youth to experience. Football is important, no doubt about it, but equally having that experience, and which is why we're here, for them to experience other cultures, different cultures, like Ghana culture. The food right now, the food, language, and what have you. So next year, it's not going to be UK, for instance. I'm thinking of going to Egypt, for instance, which is an African country, because I've been to Egypt a couple of times. By the way, the sponsors come from Egypt. It's Afrexim Bank, Okay. Yeah, so in the 2 times I've been there, I have had wonderful experience. And those experiences are things that I want other people to have also. I had a very pharaonic experience when I was in Egypt, going to the pyramids and...
Wow. So you've been enjoying? That's why I don't want you.
Always.
You're always a young man. Okay, so I asked this, and I'm finding for you. You have been part of the scouts. You've seen all that has happened. what should we envisage in the next edition?
Well, we expect like what happened in this edition. In some places when we go for to preach the gospel of this goat, some people have a serious doubt. So many teams didn't agree to register, and with what they are seeing already happening, we will see a massive turnout when we say let's start the season. Okay. Then once we have much team, that means we will get more quality players at the end as well. So we expect to see more quality players next season.
So for everybody watching you, both in Nigeria and Ghana, coaches out there, scouts out there, and other groups out there that really have the eyes. What are you telling them when they hear the dates for the next edition and the things that they need to do? Just give them an idea.
You go to the website, is very simple. You go to the website, we always put it across. Get your team ready, start. Get your team ready. We go kick off. Then finally, we play 1-2 of the players picked for the final journey. Perfect. Good job.
Nnaemaeka, so when you watch all that has happened, because I remember when you came, you went to some of the big bosses in Ghana, you went to the Minister for Sports, you went to the National Sports Authority, you went to places, and now this thing has been done. What other assurance are you giving them in terms of what they should expect? Because the sweetness of the pudding is in the eating. Yeah. They've seen what you have done now. So, what again is up your sleeve?
I mean, it's simple for me. Like you said, I've walked the walk, talked the talk, and it has come to pass. Yeah. What I expect from not just the people I saw or met, what I expect from everybody is to get on this movement of trying to get our children out of, hopelessness and restiveness. So I expect the government to probably be of a greater support, not necessarily financially, because when you talk about support, they think, oh well, he wants money, which isn't bad anyway. I mean, that is, the most scarce resource is capital. Yeah. Nevertheless, it's needed, but then what in the course of making visibility for this GOAT activity, I saw that the infrastructure in most of the regional communities are abysmal, and I think something has to be done about that. And I think I want to adopt that as maybe one of the activities that we will, through GOAT, improve in all our regional community. Because as you know, this is a grassroots program to empower the youths.
Great. So the last time you came here, I remember I asked you this. Every day we see people doing scouting here and there, tournaments here and there. Their focus is always on the men. When are we going to see the women? You gave me a beautiful answer. I'm asking you again. Now we've seen you walk your talk.
That's right.
How soon should the ladies lace up, brace up, get ready for them to also have a feel of going to talk, like the way my brother is sitting here. The way he's sitting there, it's like he's in the first class already. So that the girls will feel that indeed they can also walk the path.
Very good question, my man. Right. As you can see, whatever I promise, I try to fulfill. Or in this case, I have fulfilled. Yes, women tournament, a GOAT tournament next year is eminent. It's a must, it's a priority for GO. And if you remember, I came with my project manager, Jenny Anisem, who is also in the studio, who did a tremendous job, because, it's not easy to do anything, especially in this part of the world. She happens to be, have an academy for female. So we have been talking about that as well. So maybe I'm hoping that next year she may be in charge of that. So if I fail, then the gender has failed.
And then you have to be aligned again. If not next year, it should be next year. It should be as quick as possible.
It's eminent.
Yes, and so that the girls too will not be looking at you with one eye and say, you really like boys, and don't do that. Who do you say thank you to in this short discussions you're having that really have come in handy to make sure that On Afrika Limited, your dreams are being fulfilled?
Right. I think the number one person I'll say I acknowledge or appreciate is my wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Your wife?
From Oti region, Raura. She's been a wonderful wife. It's not easy to stay with a man these days. And we've been together for 42 years. She has had to cope with me for 42 years,
wow.
You know.
You've been blessed.
That's right. So she's wonderful. She's the one who has always been there with all these dreams, lots of dreams. And I think she's very, very happy that finally one of the dreams have actually come true. So I really, really have to appreciate her, because without her, I think most of this dream would have probably been dead a long time ago. And then secondly, who do I? Oh, I have wonderful friends.
Okay.
Wonderful friends in UK, and also wonderful family, you know. So yeah, they have always been there, have always inspired me, have always told me that I'm the GOAT, you know, and I was like, oh, I'm not a GOAT, you know. But now, yes, they have also inspired me, so I owe my appreciation to them. There's one particular one, he's my cousin. He was the first person who called me, and this is a very good one. He was the first person who called me this morning and said, congratulations, you are the good. My bosom cousin is the prince also, okay? And guess what he said? When we were young, I used to take my village to go and play his village. So he said that was when I was dreaming to capture the cup from my maternal home, because it comes from my maternal. He said, I didn't succeed. I said, yeah, you didn't let me succeed. He said, but now I've succeeded. I've come to my in-laws place and grabbed the cup. So I will appreciate it. And then, of course, I will appreciate Afra's band. Without who this wouldn't have been possible.
What do you say? Who do you say thank you to in making sure that all these things?
Well, first of all, I thank the organizers of this tournament and the coordinators as well, and the project manager, and the every media team who have been trying to post things up and down, trying to let the people know that this is happening. I also use the opportunity to appreciate the management of my team for allowing us to be there. I have a job doing at home, but they allowed me to come and handle this without something extra coming to the team to let me go. So I want to appreciate our general manager for their great work, and also all the players that participated, because they are a real team. Without them, this wouldn't happen. So I say a wonderful thank you to every one of them. Yeah.
Kabido, what do you say to the organizers and your teammates and everybody? What do you tell them?
I'm saying big thanks to the CEO, the founder, and the On Afrika, for everything they did for us. So I'm saying big thanks, and I appreciate him very well. And also the players. I'm so much happy for them, for the players, because they did well yesterday. I'm so happy for them.
What's your thing? I was just looking at you in a Manchester City dress. So, what assurance are you giving everybody here in Ghana, everybody here, that you guys are going to not disappoint us? In fact, Omolajano will chop last. Ghana there, we know we talk about last safe. So, assurance.
I'm giving them assurance.
All of you will
increase. To UK, all of us will
so that you can open the door for the next batch. Yes. So assure us properly, because as for this one, I can look for him and come and arrest you for not telling us the truth. Give us the assurance. So serious, give us the assurance. Let me be proud and say, well, who started this guy?
I tell them that all the players traveling to UK, everyone must sign professional contracts.
Wow. I like that. So, on that note,
Please, can I tell you something? Can you tell them to open the border so that we can have a free pass? Because immigration says if we come back with the cup, we will better go from Abidjan.
So immigration have seen it. We are super excited about this beautiful journey. Thank you guys, and then we wish you all the best. Let's do more and more. Then at the end of the day, it doesn't become one of, it becomes often and often and often. And
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. That's been the page. At the same time, tomorrow, have a lovely day. Probably the two
Definitely. Thank you for giving us this opportunity.
You guys are super. You guys are super. Please continue. Tell the people, let's spread it. Let this